Hey family, welcome to the Family Meeple. I'm Raymond and this is Thunderstone Quest Barricades Mode, and we are playing through the third and final adventure of Nature's Wrath. So here we are down at the table, and this is, as I say, this is the third adventure. So we've got all the latest baddies and monsters that we'll be facing off in the dungeon. We selected our 2 of the 4 heroes from the scenario lead and our items and spells. So let's just go ahead and have a look at a number of those goodies. So we have seen Primelda before, so she was with us in the previous game where we got abysmally trashed by Carnival, and we have Strin. So Strin came up in our story for Adventure 2 and is of course a satire, but has decided to don the attire of the natives and the village folk. So he is a rogue fighter joining us, and talking of which, as both Primelda and Strin are rogues, we have changed up guild. So we have gone for the Rogues Training Guild. So this gives us the ability to always have the option to level up as spoils, paying the relevant experience costs. So that is our guild available for us this game. In the first scenario, moving on to the marketplace, we did see the use of the Bangarang. So that's an additional 2 points of damage to monsters that we're going up against, and giving us an extra gold when it comes out in our hand in our visit to the village. And then a couple of new items that we've not seen. So Naya's shield as an item, so it gives us an extra 3 skill and light when that comes into play, and also if wielded monsters and rooms do 1 less wound this turn. Really handy, particularly given the specific rooms that we are facing against to get to Carnival, with those lower levels causing us fetid wounds. Animal affinity we saw last time, probably didn't really see it coming into use much. Again, probably because the beasts, let's just have a look. So beasts and vermin. Yeah, so again with this particular scenario, the only thing that is beasts is the level 1. So nothing else counts as beasts. So it is limited value in this particular scenario, but of course there could be others where that'd be much more valuable. And of course when you go to the dungeon, it's giving us light and extra gold, but it comes into play. And when you go to the dungeon cards, at the top of your deck equal to the highest cleric, draw any allies discarded in this way. So yeah, there's an option to filter through your deck. And then the other new spell that will be featured in this particular game then is the Righteous Blast. So again, very dependent on having those clerics in play. So it's equal to the highest level of cleric, and for spoils, if you won the battle with a 2 or more attack than needed, then you may level up 1 cleric, paying the XP plus 1. So obviously that's going to be less important for this particular game. So yeah, we'll probably see limited use of that, particularly given it's a cost of 7, the same as the Bangarang. That's quite a hefty cost. So everything's been shuffled out, everything's ready to go. Let me just shuffle my hand and we will commence. Of course, we're playing Carnival. So beasts we've seen, so I think all the bad monsters we have already seen. So we've got the mutant beastie as our level 1 baddies. We've got the troll ruffians as level 2, and we've got the consumed as level 3. So without further ado, hopefully my dog will stay quiet. It's currently 4 in the morning here. It is ridiculously warm here in the UK. Currently in my office it is just shy of 30 degrees centigrade, but we will persist. So level 1, first round we will draw 6 cards. We have no wounds, so we get the full card quota. So we have a wee plebby, armed jobber and Bree, so that's quite nice. We have another basic hero. We have our Thunderstone staff and another basic hero. And I didn't mention the Beastmaster will again, because it came with Nature's Wrath, will be the profile we'll be using with our adventure pack. So we can definitely go off and venture into the dungeon. We've got a good hand here. Let's see what we get from Carnimal's lair. Oh, we get a trophy straight off. Give one ally the static kill word this turn. That's great because we have got, of course, 2 allies. We have the option of jobber, so we can level up a hero. If they're level 0, then we don't have to pay anything. So that's all we've got in our deck at the moment. So that's really handy. So we can maybe put a retainer, if you like, on jobber. So I'm just going to put that there as a reminder. In fact, I'll just put the die in there. So great. So we don't have to even worry about going off and defeating stuff out there. So it's an ideal opportunity then, seeing as we've got 4 damage. We can go straight to the rat. The rat will allow us to level up 1, and the jobber will allow us to level up 1 as well. So we can level up both of our heroes. What is my dog doing? Apologies. I'm sure my neighbours are loving my dog right now. Apologies, neighbours, if you're watching. It's 4 in the morning. I appreciate. Jack Russell's slightest movement, rustle of leaves, they get all excited and agitated. Okay, I will crack on as much as I can and hopefully not be too interrupted. I do apologise, family. So I can go off to the marketplace. We have plenty of gold to hand. So we've got 3, 6, 7, 8 gold. I'm thinking, given as we have so much, let's go for a bangarang straight off the bat. Get a nice hoopy weapon to serve us moving forward, and we will then what else can I do over in the marketplace? Do I want to draw a card? I'm not convinced there's much benefit at drawing a card at the moment. I could take a gear token. Yes, I could take a gear token. I've only got 8 gold. Really give me a lot left over to buy a gear token and the item. If we were to do monsters in range, I'll tell you what, actually, let's sacrifice the bangarang. I'm going to go for a level 5, a cost of 5 Nyla's shield instead, because then that leaves us 3, which means we can purchase an iron ration for 2. Because later on, as we level up Primelda, hopefully we'll get to be able to sacrifice that, of course, as we saw before, and pick out some rats to join us as allies moving forward. So we've done in the village. Let us go over to the giant rat, and that will now level 1 dungeon. So we're going over to our giant rat. So 4 damage is the requirement, and we have 4. So as spoils, I get to level up a level 1 hero for level up 1 level 0 hero for free. So we will do that. Okay, so that's 1 level 0 hero sacrificed in order to acquire a Primelda. So she comes into our deck, and then as spoils with jobber, we also get the ability to level up a level 0 hero to another level 1 hero. So we'll get a Strin Doxit. So that is it for this particular turn. So we retained this particular goodie. I could have drawn a card. I'm not interested in drawing a card. I'm happy with what hopefully is left in there for us. I didn't have to do anything else, so we are done over here. Okay, so there you come back onto my deck, and it is now round 2. So we will, so back to tabletop, we've moved across Car Lamar's tracker. We are now on round 2, and we are drawing 6 cards, meaning we do have a bonus card this round with Jobber. So let's come back down. Okay, so we've got Dagger with a hero, another hero, a Thunderstone, a Staff, another hero, and another hero. That's great. So again, depending on that dice roll, we have the opportunity to maybe face off the rat and get some extra goodies and level up some extra heroes. So that would definitely be in our favour. Fantastic start. First couple of rounds, let's see. Oops. What we get, and that was another trophy, so we will retain Jobber once more, which is very handy. So we have plenty to go and defeat the rat again. We get to keep Jobber again, which is fantastic. Well, it's just such an opposite experience of what we just had in that last game. My tush was handed to me, I think it's fair to say. But this is very different. Okay, so let's have a look how much gold we've got. We've got hardly any gold now, so we've got 5 gold. So we can purchase another Nyla's Shield, or we could go for another Iron Ration. I mean, I have got the extra heroes, but I still haven't got any experience. So I'm showing you the dice tray, apologies. Yeah, still haven't got any actual experience in order to spend to level up. We've managed to acquire some free level ups, which is fantastic, of course, but no experience at the moment. So what are my thoughts? I mean, we could take on a level 1 baddie, but I don't think there's much of a benefit right now. I think it makes more sense to stick with the giant rat, get those early level ups for free. Therefore, what am I thinking? 5 Glod. So I can't go to the marketplace and buy a piece of gear, and there's not much point going anywhere else other than maybe the temple. The reason why I think it's temple is I could take one of my heroes and put it back down here for next turn, because I'm only going to be able to level up to a maximum of 2 of them. So I have guaranteed potentially be able to level up another one. So I think we're going to do that. Let's go to the temple. I don't get to heal any more wounds, as I don't have any wounds to heal, but I get to retain one of my adventurers for next turn. So let's do that, because Jobber will enable us to level that adventurer up the next round, depending of course on the dice roll and whatever other factors, but there's that potential there, and it will still again be free. So we'd have done away with 5 of our 6 starting heroes, which is tremendous. So let's do that then. So we've done that. We do still have 5 gold, so we can still purchase another Nyla's Shield, so let's do that. So we've got those items there, just giving us extra light, extra skill, and extra protection, as protecting us from wounds from both creatures and rooms as we venture into the dungeon proper. So I think that would definitely serve us well. We're going over here. I'm not interested in activating the draw a card. It is optional, so I don't have to do it. Anything on the monster side of things I do have to do. So I've lost my mini. Okay, let's go across to the dungeon and level 1. So we're back facing the rat. So we have the spoils to level up a level 1 hero for free. So let us do that. So one of these heroes is a sacrifice, and again, because we're going to be doing 2 of them, we'll get a Promelda for one of those level up, and then Jobber gives us the extra level up for a Strin Doxit. So that's it for round 2. So these go back onto our board. We get to keep Jobber in hand yet again, which is fantastic, and we are now moving on to level 3. Okay, so I've moved up Carnamar's track. We have a card left on the top of the deck, which we will draw to hand. We are drawing 6 cards. We're on round 3. So 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay. Oh, it's a surprise. It's an adventurer. Okay, so we have a Nyla's Shield. We have a Thunderstone Staff. We have a dagger to equip our adventurer. We have another Nyla's Shield. Okay, and we have our first rogue to the party. Okay, so what am I thinking? So we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 attack. And not enough to defeat even a rat. But with the dagger I get to draw extra cards, so I'm interested in drawing those extra cards now, and Jobber will give us the ability to level up that weenie adventure for free. So let's have a look at what the dice will give us from Carnamar's Lair, and it's a blue. So let's go and have a look at Carnamar. So he says blue, Nature's Wrath, unless you have a divine, elemental or magic card, which thankfully we do with the Thunderstone Staff, add 1 monster to the fray. So we got away scot-free at least, so there's no requirement to have to do anything as far as Carnamar's Lair is concerned. So for round 3, let's have a look. We've got 3 damage we're currently causing, which isn't going to be enough to do any damage to anything out there presently. What do we have? Let's have a look. So level 1 monsters, we have the option of the Cunning as a beast. Before battle, reduce the skill of your highest hero by the number of guardian keys found, which is currently none. So we have I didn't mention at the beginning, we have shuffled in the extra guardian keys into the level 1, 2 and 3 decks, so they are amongst us, as it were. It's going to give us 2 experience. We get +1 experience from the room. It won't cause us a wound. The room would cause us a wound, but we get to ignore that with our Nyla's Shield, so that's helpful. There's no light requirement unless you have a rogue, which we do. So there's no light, although I mean we've got 4 light, so no issues of light at all. But we do need to muster much more in the way of damage, and we just don't have it to bear, unfortunately. Do not have it to bear. Okay, well, I mean, we can draw up before we go there, but let's have a look in the meantime. Currently I don't have any experience. So in fact, I'm going to go to the marketplace, because that will enable me to then draw an extra card instead. So let's do that. Excellent. We have Strin Doxit as our additional hero. So that does give us 4 hit points. So we will get to draw another one. Maybe we'll get the 5. Hopefully. We'll see. I do still now have 5, 7 gold. So let's go ahead and purchase a Bangarang from from the marketplace, and now we will head over to the dungeon. So at the point when you enter the dungeon, that's the point we'll draw an extra card due to the dagger, because it's armed by a weenie adventurer, and we have Bree Setim in combination with Jobber. So loads of skill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have those 5 attack. Fantastic. So if we go over to the dungeon and level 1, or in fact it's actually apologies for the glare. Okay, so we have the option then to defeat the Cunning. So let's go ahead and have a look at that. So we've got the cunning here. So as mentioned, yeah, if I put the cunning there, we see we've got to defeat 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've got plenty to be doing that. The cunning itself won't cause us any damage. The rune would cause us a damage, but that's negated by Nyla's shield. If wielded, monsters and runes deal -1 wound this turn. Or in fact, it needs to be wielded. I didn't know. So yeah, so this negative red means I need to actually arm it. But that's fine, because thankfully I have got 2 proper heroes, as it were. So both of those can be armed, so that's great. Yeah, if it wasn't a festering wound, I might decide to take a wound just so we get the extra benefit of drawing extra cards when we get to there. And there's no point me searching for allies in my deck at the moment, as there are no allies. And we will get to level up our hero, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've got 1 more weenie hero to go. Is there anything else? There's nothing else I can do. Okay, so we're going to go to spores then. So we get 3 experience from the hero. Let's go ahead and do that. We then get to... Yeah, we didn't have to impact and reduce there. This would help to counter that anyway, so that's fine. Sorry. So we get the experience. There's no other benefit we get. Oh, if you have 2 or more unused lights, I'm just having a look at the level 1 light slightly off. Is it off screen? Can you see that there? Just about, maybe. So unless you have a rogue, it costs you a light. But as spoils, if you have 2 or more unused lights, which we have because we've got 4 light at the moment, then you get to gain a lantern. So we'll also gain a lantern. So that's a nice little bonus there. So let's level up our hero. We're going to level up our hero and draw for another Primelda. So let's go ahead and do that. So that activates Jobber's ability. Bring that down here. This is gone. Just going to put that underneath and we'll draw a replacement, which is the Keen. It's magic damage this time. That we'll have to use to get past the next level 1 beastie. So 4 points of magic or 7 points of non-magic to defeat the alternative level 1 beastie. So yeah, level 1 monsters just got much harder, and we're about to start rolling 2 dice per turn as we venture into round 4. Now then, as spoils, I can level up one of my rogues paying the XP. So it will cost me 3 XP. I only have the 3 XP at the moment. Defeat the level 1 monster with a hero and an ally, which we did. So we do get to free acquire level 1. So now I can just start to discard cards from the top of my deck in order to acquire allies. So that's handy, particularly with that Jobber and that final adventurer still in the fray. We did the dagger. I can destroy to gain an ally from the box, add it to my hand. Okay, that's fine. I don't think there's any point in acting any more of those. Still haven't got any wounds. Is it worth doing? Yes, I think so. So we're going to spend the 3. Whoops. Spend the 3 experience and level up Primelda. So we've got our first level up to a level 2 Primelda. So she now enables us to heal a wound whenever we go to the village. I think it is. Yes, when we go to the village, we get to heal a wound. Okay, so that was it for round 3. We're now on to round 4. Okay, now we're going to start really looking at investing in the additional bits and bobs that we've got. We're into full throw now in round 4. See what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 from our discard pile. So far, folks, so good. Let's see if we can keep up the trend. Okay, and we have a breeze setting, which is a reroll. We have a final weenie adventurer, our Thunderstone, with a dagger. Let's arm those guys up. We have our level 1 Primelda and our level 1 Strin. Nice. Okay, that's tasty. So we've got a good spatter in there. We have got 5, but we haven't got any magical damage. So let's have a look and see what Carnival will throw at us this round. Oh, that's pretty bad. Okay, so the first thing we're doing, we're going to sack off Bree in order to re-roll the monster dice. And it's a purple. Let's go ahead and see what Carnival's purple set. So unless you have Define Elemental or Magic card, add an extra monster. We do have the Thunderstone Staff, so that saves us from that. So that can be ignored. But we will have to draw a chit from the bag. So the village gets its first hit. No way to defend it. Comes straight through. And it is to the Guild's Quarter. Guild's Quarter. Okay, there's that down. So they are both fulfilled and enacted. On a positive, folks, it means now we have carte blanche to do what we like. With no other benefits there, although we do get the ability to do the extra dungeon actions and draw an extra card. But we may well just have a look at venturing into the rat's lair again, and we here level up this final adventurer, and then we're done, and then we can just completely focus on leveling up our proper heroes. Let's call them that, shall we? Level 1 and above. Okay, but we do get to draw some extra cards. We'll see how that fares. So where am I going to go? At the moment, I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 money, so I can buy another shield from the marketplace. They're definitely useful. I'm not sure I'd want more than 2 in the deck. I think that would be a bit of a clog. I think I might be tempted to buy 1 more Bangarang, but that's 7, so I can't afford that right now. Therefore, I think I'm going to go to the bazaar and purchase a gear token, which will be an iron ration, because that we can trade for a rat using the level 1 Primelda. So we are done over in the marketplace. We're not going to spend that gold over there today. We are therefore then going to come over to the dungeon. So we'll start at the first level, the entranceway through the wilderness. So let's start by drawing a card for our dagger and our hero. It is another Thunderstone Staff. Neither nearly here nor there. We can destroy a iron ration to gain 1 legendary ally rat from the box and add it to our hand. I think rats are hiding under my eagles. There we go. So we get a rat. So let's just remind ourselves what the rat gives us. So the rat then is Beast Vermin ally with the static ability, so he won't be going anywhere now. I get to do an additional damage if I have a Primelda in my hand. Currently it actually has no damage. And it's not per Primelda. Discard this card after you defeat a level 1 or more monster, and in the dungeon you can destroy this to have monsters deal 1 less wound. So effectively the rat gets it. Okay, so I can just tuck that under for now. That has the static ability, but at any point if I take on a level 1 monster, it is gone. So I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack. Let's have a look at Strin's ability. Discard one card from the top of your deck, +1 if it is an item or a weapon. So let's go ahead and do that. It is an item, so he has +1. Okay, that's quite tasty. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 attack, which isn't enough to take on. And I haven't got any wounds to enable me to draw any extra cards. Those Thunderstone stars aren't really doing a lot for me at the moment, other than giving me light. I don't have any magical damage. So that's fine. We'll go ahead. Round 4, we'll go ahead and defeat another rat. We will jimmy off our final adventurer and get a further final Strin level 1 hero. That is it. But we need to get rid of the daggers next, I think. We're not going to get the extra benefit from it now, so yeah, that'll be our next. Oh, I'm getting rid of my rat. My rat stays in play as a static. So oh, sorry folks, before I do that, have I got any other allies? No, so Bree's the one who's going to give me that. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I haven't got any more allies. Just thinking about discarding 2 cards from the top of my deck, see if I've got any more allies. But I haven't at the moment. We need to get more allies in there, so that'll be part and parcel using our Primelda moving forward. So we're now on to round 5. So sit on 6 cards, meaning we have 7 in hand with our rat vermin. Let's see what we get. So we have our Bangarang, so a nice beefy weapon. Primelda level 1 and level 2, and Strin, a Nihilist shield, and that dagger. So this is the point where we want to buy something and get a shot of that dagger. Okay. We can get a raccoon for our iron ration this time. So I think this is where we want to probably, as we go to the village, invest in those iron rations. But before we do that, we're on level 5. We need to roll 2 dice. Let's see what Cartnamar throws at us this turn. Oh, got to defeat a level 2 or better monster. Ouch. But we do get to draw an extra card, so that's tasty. So let's put that down there to remind ourselves that we did complete that. And we have Jobber. Nice. So unfortunately, whilst we don't have any further weenies to level up, we do in fact still have the option to level up normal heroes paying the XP, though currently we don't have any XP. But let's see what else we can draw, shall we? So we've got the the village action. With my level 2 Primelda, I can heal a wound. Well, as you see, still currently don't have any wounds, so that does not benefit me any presently. We have to defeat a level 2 or better monster in order to avoid more hits coming to the village. Okay. The issue being I'm only causing physical damage. Can I muster 7 hit points worth of damage is the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I can. That is tasty. Okay, so I can attach Jobber to Primelda and the Bangarang, which means I get to retain the Bangarang this turn, as it has the static ability. If wielded, when I go to the dungeon, I can increase the skill level by 2 to give it the static keyword this turn, so that's certainly very tasty. We still need to come over to here. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 gold, plenty of gold. I mentioned before about buying another bangerang, so 8, that's 7. It's not quite enough. That doesn't give me a gold, does it? No. 5 6 7 8. I see I could maybe do buying another iron ration in preparation of more Primelders coming out. But that's fine. Let's go ahead and purchase the... what am I doing? 2 3 4 5 6 7. If I'm just thinking, if I chuck that dagger, which I want to do, but then it puts me down to 6 hit points that I'm causing, so I need to be drawing more cards from the deck. Let's see how it works out, shall we? So I've purchased something from Marketplace. I'll draw an extra card, why not? Let's go ahead. And it's another dagger. Awesome. There you go. That replaces the 1 point. That's fine. And we'll go over to the dungeon. So we're at the entranceway of the dungeon, and we'll do our preparation. So let's start with, I can destroy 1 loaf to gain 1 legendary raccoon. 1 iron ration for a raccoon. Raccoons. Oh, I thought it was at the bottom, but it is not. Here we go. A raccoon. So let's remind ourselves what the raccoon gives us. So another beast vermin, and so it has no innate attack, but +1 if you have Primelda in your hand. Discard this card after you defeat a level 2 or better monster, and again, similar to the rat, can destroy this card to have monsters deal -1 wound. But it's a destroy, so I'd rather not do that. We've got the shields, so that helps to cut down on those wounds. So that was enacting this one here. We won't be able to enact this, but I can at least wield the dagger. So that's good. I've got the shield wielded. So with Strin, I can discard 1 card from the top of my deck, +1 if it's an item or weapon. So let's go ahead and do that. It is not an item or a weapon. Who didn't get that benefit. And I will enact my summon, which is to summon, discard 2 cards from the top of the deck. If it's an ally, it comes into my hand. So 2 cards from the top of my deck. So we've got shield and the Thunderstone staff. So no, so that's fine. But it helps to filter through that deck. So that's fine. So we need to defeat a level 2 monster. We have 2 4 5 6 7 8 9 hit points worth of damage. We could even do a level 3 monster, folks. Wow. Certainly give us a lot of experience. Although level 2 does give us... so let's just have a quick look at the dungeon. What have we got in terms of options? So we've got level 1s, which we're not fussed about. We need to move down to level 2. So let's go ahead and have a look. There we go. Apologies. I'm just going to shield that reflection. Okay, so we cannot defeat the troll Fuji. So that requires magic damage. Likewise, this one wouldn't get any magic shields, as we do have rogues. So yeah, so all of these 3 are fair game. We do currently have 1 2 3 light available to us. So we've got plenty of light to get us down to level 3 if we wanted to do so. The difference in terms of XP then is this one here is a level 3 points of XP versus this one, which is 7 points of XP. I mean, that is considerable, but we will gain 5 wounds. Wow. 5 wounds. I mean, that's almost worth using the raccoon and the rat just to destroy those, but I mean, that's a lot. That is a lot. 3 of which are festering wounds. I haven't got the green key, so it doesn't get to reduce that by 2. I mean, that is a lot. I mean, on the flip side over here, with 8 hit points, if the blue key has not been found, it's immune to normal damage unless you have magic damage. I haven't got any magic damage. I might have to resort to buying some spells just to give me magic damage. Flipping heck. I need to get more allies, is what it's about, folks. I haven't got any magic. That is a clincher. Okay. I hadn't considered that. Okay. I'm going to just have a check if, when leveling up these guys, do they give me magic? So Strin does not, and nor does Primelda. So I'm going to get no magic attack at all from any of my heroes. Ouch. That's a biggie, folks. That is a biggie. So my only option is spells or allies if I get the opportunity to acquire magic allies, which I could do. I certainly could do. The Sleeping Tree King. Yeah, so I can't do this consumed. There is an option for this consumed. There is an option for this one. I think the fact that I can do this one, the Troll Murnish, before battle, destroy the top card of a random weapon stack in a marketplace. Blur. It's null and void, really. Yeah, I mean, Swamp Thing is absolutely pushing my luck, but I think that's going to be the best bet. We're halfway through the game now. That'll give me a treasure item, an iron ration, 7 experience. I can get rid of all the 3 festering wounds, and just take the 2 normal damage. One of which I can heal when I go to the village. So I think that's going to be my best bet. But I will lose both of these. I mean, they're going to get discarded alternatively anyway. Do I want to just discard them? Festering wounds are pretty nasty. No, that's fine. Let's go ahead. We're going to move down to level 3. We've got the light to get there. So, Swamp Thing, humanoid plant. I don't have the green key, so we need 9, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 is what we have. It's straight damage. So now we will take 3 wounds, but we're going to destroy those 2. And we're going to enact the shield to suck up those 3 wounds. We will take 2 normal wounds. So our first damage, folks, which is not bad, I think. And we've dealt with that extra die. So then we're going to take 7 XP. It's definitely very welcome. And we're going to go an iron ration. Again, definitely very welcome. And we're going to go with a treasure card. So again, what I've done, folks, is I've stacked the deck. So the first 2 items are the 2 new treasure cards that came with this particular stack. So this is the Reaper. Requires 4 skill, or gives us 2 attack. Again, it's not magic. But gives us the option to destroy a level 3 monster, gaining the XP. Based on our combined skill of our heroes. So in this case, we've got 5 skill, so that would definitely help us to do such a thing. And my assumption would be that would placate the requirement of the barricade dice to get rid of 2 monsters. But I don't know for sure, but that would be my assumption. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. But yeah, the requirement is you defeat a 2 or better monster. Although it does say you destroy the monster rather than defeat a monster. Don't know. Anyway, so we have defeated the swamp thing. We've got all those goodies. And it is replaced by a rock rook. Wow. If the yellow key has been found, -5 armor. Otherwise, he's rocking 9 hit points with 5 armor. Wow. That is hoopy, folks. No 2 ways about it. That is hoopy. Okay, so that was it for that round. We have enacted the static for our bangarang. Everything else disappears. I can level up a hero, so I think that's worth doing. Should we go for a Strin this time? Or I could go ahead and level up. I mean, I've certainly got the experience for it. What does a level 3 Primelda give us? Oh, the Hawk. Now the Hawk is big news. The Hawk, I'm going to do this. So that will cost me 4 of those 5 XP. So it means with level 3 Primelda, I can get a Hawk from the box, and the Hawk gives me magical attack. So that is a game changer, folks. Absolutely is a game changer. So that is an exchange for my level 2 Primelda. So they are all gone otherwise. So that enacted my jobber. And it leaves me with 3 XP. Now I did have an ally when I defeated a level 3 monster, in fact. So I can potentially rank up twice, and that will cost me 1 and 2 XP. So I can do that. All allies cost -1 to buy. Meh. When you gain this rank, gain 1 beast ally from the box and add it to your hand. Oh, that is definitely worthwhile, and that will definitely be a Hawk. Unfortunately, there's limited Hawks. Yeah. Beast ally, static. Let me just remind ourselves what the Hawk gives us there. So +1, so it comes with 1 point of damage, and it has +1 if Primelda's in my hand. When a hero would be discarded or destroyed by a monster or room's ability, you may discard this card instead. So you don't have to destroy this, so that's really tasty, and it has the static keyword as well, and is giving us light. So yeah, that is a phenomenal ally to have in our deck. Very, very happy with that. We are now down to drawing 5 cards, but that Hawk at least gives us that extra 1 to make up for it. Very happy with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 1 more. We are back to shuffling, and we are on round 6. So we're halfway through, and I think we've got a pretty functioning deck at the moment. We're not doing too bad. So we've got rid of all of our weenie adventurers. So let's have a look now. We need to be leveling up our basics. Oh, we get to draw a card when we go to the dungeon with our Thunderstone staff, so that's handy. We have both Jobber and Bree, so that's also handy. So we potentially get a reroll depending on what Carnamal decides to throw at us. Talking of, let's find out. Oh, 4 monsters. That is absolute trash. So we're going to enact Bree. Okay, it's red. Let's go and see what that means for us. Red. Market disruption. You may place 1 card with a cost on top of a random stack in the marketplace. If you do not, then you have to add 1 monster. So we're going to have to defeat a level 3 monster. I mean, we have now got magic attack. So we could potentially take that on, but let's have a look. We have got our Bangarang that we managed to retain from our static ability. So let's go over to, that was definitely the wrong button. So let's go back to our heroes. So we've got our Bangarang. I've been thinking for so long. I've been looking at that flipping card, thinking Batarang. No, it's not a Batarang. Bangarang. Dear me, that was funny. Okay, so we got the static ability on that. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage presently. Potentially strings. Both the strings could get leveled up in terms of the amount of hit points that they're dealing. But that is not going to do this. The 8 points of damage we need to get down here. So we will have to draw extra cards. And I get to use Jobber to boost that. But yeah, I'm thinking we definitely want to be down here. And if we could draw a Prim, then this would automatically get an extra 1 + 1, whatever Prim gives us. Okay. So that puts us in a good place. I don't have to worry so much about leveling up, because I really need the XP if I am going to level up anyway. It'd be great to be able to level up. And Jobber's going to give us one level up, and we have the spoils level up for a rogue. And what's Jobber? Yeah, it's just a normal cost, so there's no extra benefit there. So let's have a look. Gold. We are absolutely stacked with gold. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gold. Am I bothered about Righteous Blast? Is the question. I mean, again, it's a magic damage, as with the other one is limited. So I think we're going to have to go for a Righteous Blast spell. So just a reminder what that gives us. So that gives us +1 magical damage equal to your highest cleric level. So at the very least, it's going to be a 1 point of damage. But I think we're going to have to go with that. It's a bit gutting, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're going to purchase that, and we're going to go to the bazaar and purchase another iron ration with a view that we hopefully get a Primelda, and we can spend those iron rations. So we're going to go to the entrance of the dungeon. We are needing to defeat 3 monsters, so we need a level 3 or take a chit to the village. So let us switch back and remind ourselves what we have in level 3. So this one, presently, without having found the key, has 14 hit points of damage. That is unlikely to be attacked. This one, on the other hand, has only 8 points of damage, but it has a requirement that says it's immune to physical damage unless you have magic, which we do now have, thanks to our hawk. So that is the game changer that we have here, is our hawk, because that gives us that 1 point of magical damage, which is all we need. So we're off to a good start. Let us enact. We have a wound, so we can draw an extra card. Let's do that, and it's a Strin, not a Primelda. This is not what I was looking for. Okay. Let's go ahead and what have I got? I've got those 2. I haven't got any more allies in my deck at the moment, so I do need to get more allies. That's gutting, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hit points. We're not going to get down there and do 7 points of damage. is the issue. I need 8. I need minimum 8. So, Strin. Discard 1 card from the top of your deck. If it's an item or weapon, I get an extra attack. If it is an item, I get an extra attack. That is all we need. Is it worth continuing to filter through my deck? Is the question. Maybe? Let's go for it. We'll do another one. It is an item, so +1 there, and another one. It is an item, +1 there. So we did get all 3. Wow. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage. Wow. Okay. Oh, we only have 2 light. Yes, I only have 2 light, but we can spend a lantern, thankfully, to get down there. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I'm going to take more wounds. I should have healed a wound, sorry, when I went to the village. So we are going to take 3 more wounds, but it is what it is. So we are down here facing off the River Wraith. Sorry, just flick across. So we're down here facing off the River Wraith. So it's an elemental humanoid. It is the Consumed. If you've got the blue, sorry, if the blue key has not been found, it's immune to physical damage unless you're causing magic, which we have. The room ability is before battle, unless you have a rogue, which we have 3 of. Discard 2 cards from the top of your deck. Monsters in this room have +2 magic resistance for each item or weapon discarded, so we can ignore that, thankfully. The room of the sleeping tree king unfortunately does deliver 1 extra point of damage, so we'll be taking 3 points of damage in attacking this wraith. However, it is what it is. So we will take, first of all, a lantern as spoils. We will do 7, another whopping 7 XP, which is very tasty. We will have a treasure card, which will be the Ark of Creation. Magic item. Done the XP, and we're going to take 3, count them folks, 3 wounds. Ouch, taking us down to 4 cards. That's a killer. Okay. Thankfully we have the hawk. So that is it. It is defeated. We'll bring our hero back home. He is gone, and that does the requirement for those. Oh, no key. Oh, it's the other 14 hit points. That's a killer, folks. Okay, so we did all our dungeon actions. And it is time for cleanup. So Jobber allows me to level up a hero. So it will cost me 3. I think we're going to have to do it though. So it's going to cost me 3 to level up a Strin and another 3 to level up another Strin. So we're going to do that. We're going to get 2 level 2 Strins for a whopping 6 experience. So let's have a look at what he gives us at level 2. So the ability to discard 2 cards from the top of your deck for +2 for each item or weapon. Wow, okay, I mean, that could maybe be quite powerful, but still otherwise only having 1 point of damage and not magical. So we've done those 2. That did cost me 6 experience. I have 1 experience left, which is not enough to retain the next level of rank. I have no way to gain any other experience, nothing else to enact, so we are done. I did retain the Bangarang, and I have my hawk. So we are moving on to round 7. We are now rolling 3 dice, and we are drawing 4 cards, thankfully with 2 in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us see. Okay, so we've got our level 3 Promelda, nice, with a Nida's shield, and a level 1 Promelda with a dagger. Okay, that's quite tasty, maybe. Certainly got plenty of light. That's not an issue. And with 2 Promeldas, we can get some allies. Okay, so that's not bad. Let's see what Carnamal will be throwing at us this round. Flippin' heck! 4 monsters! Wow, that's bad, folks. Okay. Let us go to the village. I'm going to go to the temple on the basis that I've got 5 money to spend. I'm going to go to the temple because that enables me to heal 2 wounds, and my level 3 Promelda also gives me, here gives me the ability to heal a wound as well. So that puts me back to 6 cards next turn. So that's definitely helpful. Oh man, I'm not gonna. Let's get real, folks. A bangarang is far better than a dagger. Okay, we're gonna have to draw some extra cards. Have I got some allies in there? Potentially, maybe. Let's spend 2. Well, we're not quite. Yeah, no, we're done in the village. We're gonna go to the dungeon. We'll work out how we're going to acquire 4 monsters worth of damage. That is absolutely not going to happen. I think we're going to struggle to get to 2. Certainly 3. That's not going to happen at the moment without that key. So we're going to spend 2 rations to acquire a hawk and a rat. So this is the second and only other hawk available, and the rat. Okay, so both of those are there now. So we do have now 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 points of damage. Yeah, 10 points of damage. Wait, that's not our flipping bad, folks. That's for sure. But I can't draw any more cards. Yeah, I don't have the ability to draw any more cards. I don't know why I'm just shuffling those. I've still got cards to draw, look. Why am I drawing a card? Don't know. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have the ability to draw any more cards. Oh, right. I was going to do this. Right. Discard 2 cards at the top of your deck, and if they're allies, then I get to draw them to my hand. I don't think 1 and 2. No, not allies. Okay, that's fine. But that's depleted. I get to shuffle everything back up next turn. That's fine. That's a good thing, because potentially some of these nice things we'll get to see come back out again. Okay. So we managed to muster 10 points. And in fact, do you know what? Because I can't do those, I am going to go for a second righteous blast, which would... Oh no, it cost me 7. I haven't got 7. I haven't got 7. Yeah, the affinity was the 5 cost. I was going to get rid of that dagger, but I can't afford it. Okay, so we're definitely in the dungeon. We're definitely not going to get down to level 3. That's out of bounds without the key, or being able to cause 14 points of damage, which is not happening. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 points of damage, folks. That's what we've got. But we can take on a Troll Murnish. Spoils, you may place your hero somewhere else. Who cares? Yeah, we can't attack this dude. So, we are down to a Troll Murnish. So at least we can get rid of 2 of those monsters. Destroy the top card of a random weapon stack. It really doesn't matter. It's destroyed. And yeah, there's no other benefits from the crossroads. And the spoils are irrelevant. It will give me treasure, however. So definitely delivering that 7 points of damage that we need. So let's have a flick back to, was there anything else we needed? No, that's fine. I get to resist one of those wounds, the 2 that it's dealing, because I've got my Nyla's shield. So I'll only take 1 wound, which means I'm taking 5 cards next turn. Level 1 or more, I will have to discard the rat at the end of the turn. So let's go back to the heroes. So that's discarded. I'm going to get 3 experience, which is nice. Which means I can level up one of my Primelders because of my rogue training guild. And what else? Anything else? Get a treasure card. Let's have a look at the treasure. And it is, ooh, an ally. Ooh, nice. Let's have a look at this. 4 magic damage, folks. Wow, beautiful. Unfortunately, it hasn't got a static. Before a dungeon room or monster discards or destroys Huma, put it on the top of your deck instead. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh, I love that. She's gorgeous. Ally, Avian Beast Wizard Hero. Oh, loving that. Very tasty. Yeah, so that goes into my discard pile. Wow, me likey. That was a nice piece of treasure. Got the 3 XP. Need to take 2 wounds. Let's head and take those 2 wounds. 1 wound because we got the Nyla's shield. Okay, so that is it. And then I'm going to pay. What do I need? 3 XP for that. Do I want to pay 3 XP to level up or 3 XP to gain a rank? Oh, I'm going to do it because the next level, which does cost me 5 XP, but the next level does mean I get 2 allies from the box. So I think that is worth, it's 8 experience in total though to get there. Flipping heck. I defeated a level 2 ally. Yeah, so that enables me the ability to level up. So now, whenever I roll a trophy, I give an ally the static keyword, and I also get to remove a monster from the pool. So that's nice, but I have only got 1 XP left, and everything is now shuffleaze back in. Okay, that was a level 2 monster defeated, so 2 chits from the bag are the... Oh, I've got a spider from the ceiling. So 2 chits from the bag. Have a look. So it is the Arcane Guild. Oops. Sorry, the Guild's Quarters. Oh, got 2 on the Guild's Quarters now. Hopefully not a 3rd. The Marketplace. Okay, that's fine. Let's put that there. Okay. So, that was it. 1 experience left. We spent all our iron rations, which means we got some nice allies added to the deck. Let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we are on round 8. This is the last round before Cardamar's lair becomes unleashed. So we have Bree with our Bangarang. So that's nice because we want that extra 2. We've got our Thunderstone Staff, which means we get to draw an extra card. We've got, ooh, the Reaper. Interesting one. And our Rat. And a Primelda. Okay, so that gives us 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 if we can field them both, which we can't. Oh no, 1 off. It's 9. Okay. Interesting. We need to get some extra cards. But before we do anything further, let's have a look and see what Cardamar will throw at us this turn. 4 more flipping monsters. Okay. We have a debris. I really want to draw more cards before I do that. Because that brie makes a difference. For sure. Okay. That's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. I haven't even got any iron rations to spend. Let us spend a brie and re-roll. It's a red. You may place 1 card with a cost on top of a random stack in a marketplace. Do I want to sack a card with a cost? The only option I have is the Bangarang. Or my hero. Ah! Or add 1 monster. It's 3 monsters rather than 4, but I think that's as good as it's going to get, folks. I think that is as good as it's going to get. I defeated that one, and we now have another Taj. Flipping hell. Troll Faji. Okay. I'm just not getting anywhere in this dungeon, and everything's just consumed with magic. It's not good, folks. So I can't use that. I can use that. I can't use it with static. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 current points of damage. Which is just not going to cut it. Let us go to the marketplace and draw an extra card. It's a shield. Which again I can't wield. It's that or not. That is not good. And I 3, 4, 5 gold. Don't really want to buy anything. Maybe could have bought an iron ration. But I went to marketplace instead. Okay. Here's what it is, folks. In the village I get to heal a wound. Okay, let us go to the dungeon. And the Thunderstone staff enables us to draw an extra card. Hey! Excellent. Woo! That is absolutely what I needed. Wow, that's a game changer. It has no skill, you can't arm it, unfortunately. But let's have a look. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Got loads of light, so that is not an issue. So we're on an ally search. Discard 2 cards at the top of your deck looking for an ally. 1, 2. No allies. That is it, folks. Okay, I can... Yes. I have 8 magic, which means I can go and defeat a baddie. Let's have a look at this troll Fajai. So we're down here at level 2. So we'll still have 1 chit being drawn. I think I'll be facing off against this one rather than that one, but they are the same, just so you know. So destroy the top card of a random spell stack in the marketplace. Fine, whatever. It doesn't make any difference. There's plenty there. I think it's much more impactful if you had like 6 people and there's limited cards, and that's where you're going to run into issues. But solo play, it's neither here nor there. So that's fine. We need 8 points, which we have. We have an Iron Shield, but we can't arm it, so we will be taking that extra point of damage. I'm not going to destroy my rat, but I will have to discard my rat. And I'll take the 1 point wound, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to take the point of damage. And we're going to take an iron ration. Yay! And a potion. And we're going to get 4 experience. 3 and 4. And 1 wound, which I've put on. So that troll is defeated. Unless you have a rogue, +1 for each guardian key found is the extra room for the reclaimed post, but we have got a rogue, so we're good for that. Okay, so that is a level 2 beastie defeated. Man, I don't think I've discovered one of these flipping keys yet, honestly. So 2 beasties done, and we had 1 extra to deal with, which we didn't. So let's flick back. Let's flick back to home. And we have the bazaar. The bazaar. So at the top. Put that down. So 1 damage came through to the village. So only the temple and the shop of arcane wonders haven't received any damage at all presently. So we have got 5 XP. We defeated a level 2 hero with an ally. Lots of allies, in fact. Yes, I think this is a must. So I get to gain 2 beasts, 2 ally beasts from the deck. So let's go ahead and remind ourselves of this beastie. So we have the Flame Spirit. This comes to my hand. I have the ability to give it static. It doesn't have static as it comes in. But it gives me +1 magic damage. And at a dungeon, destroy a light to give this card static ability for this turn. But it gives me 2 light as well whilst it's in place. So both of those are in my hand. So I have some nice extra goodies to attack with next turn. So I think that was worth it. Everything else goes. And Carnimal's lair is unleashed. So we are on round 9. And we are rolling 4 dices. And at the start, I had a stack of chits and I've just thrown them all back in there. Okay, there's 1 extra chit on everything. So there's 1 left in the guild's quarter. Apologies, let me go and find. So 1 for the temple. 1 for the arcane wonders. 1 for the bazaar. 1 for the marketplace. Doing well. And guild's quarters. Guild's quarters. There we go. So we've got 1 spot left on the guild's quarters. Not great. So let's just have a quick look. This is how we're doing in the village. So we've got half of the bazaar and the marketplace are now destroyed. And over half the guild's quarters is destroyed, and we've taken a point of damage to both the arcane shop and the temple. So that's the situation currently. We are on round 9, and we can attack Carnimal. Let's just have a quick reminder of what we need to attack Carnimal. So he has 8 points of damage with full shield. And it says down here, so -1 armor of the 4 armor for each elemental or magic card you have. So potentially no armor depending on what I happen to draw in my hand. And then +1 magic resistance for each non-elemental or non-magic item or weapon you have. At the end of each turn, place all champions back to the level 0 room, which is null and void for Barricades Mode. Okay, so we are drawing 5 cards. We have lots of allies to support us. That rat is gone because it supported us in defeating a level 2 buddy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're doing okay. We've got a Nihilist Shield and a dagger. We have our level 3 Primelda. We have Bangarang and a level 1 Primelda. Nice. So definitely want to be equipping that Bangarang and the shield. Not fussed about the dagger. Let's go to the village. We'll draw an extra card, I think. How much money have I got? 5. I don't want a 5 plebby thing. I want to draw an extra card or buy an iron ration. If I buy an iron ration, I get to draw an extra ally. Unfortunately, there's no more Hawk allies. Boo. That'd be the main one that I'd really want. But I can go for one of her choice allies. And we have the ability to potentially draw them out. If I can get 6 experience, my extra rank means I can be drawing 4 cards as summoning to get allies back out, which is definitely handy. So I think I'm going to go and buy gear instead of drawing an extra card. Hopefully that's the right idea. And that will give me another iron ration. Although I have got an iron ration. Anyway. Okay. That's fine. So we purchased a gear token. We're going to heal a wound because we visit the village, and then our level 3 Primelda and the village gets us to heal another wound. So that's helpful. And then we're going to go to the dungeon. Now when we go to the dungeon, we can spend an iron ration to acquire an ally rat. A rat. Okay. And I can potentially give one of my flame sprites the static keyword by feeding it a lantern, which I think I will do. So I'm going to give that the lantern. Is there anything else I can do? No. Okay, so let's have a look and work out what we're doing in the dungeon. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage. Right, let's discard the top 2 cards, see if we get any allies. No. And oh, Jobber! It is an ally. It is extra skill. The extra skill means we get to arm the dagger. Or it means I get to keep the Bangarang with static. So that's tasty. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 points of damage. That is enough to come down to Carnimal, I think. Let's do the math. Okay, so -1 armor for each elemental or magic card that you have in hand. Okay, so let's have a look, see if we've got any magic or elemental. So we've got 2 elemental flame sprites. Just a plain item. Flipping heck. Elemental or magic. That was it, folks. Okay. So he's got -2 armor, so he's got 10 hit points. on magic resistance for each non-elemental or non-magic item or weapon. So we've got 2, 3, because you've got an edge weapon there. 3 gains magic resistance. Okay, so 11 points is what we need to deal. It's got 3 points of magic resistance. So yes, we can definitely get down here. Let us see then what we're going to have. 4 dice. Oof. I haven't got Bree. I can't do any rerolls. We've got 2 chits. Wow. Straight to the village. We've got a monster. And the green ability, which we've not seen this game before. All monsters you battle this turn, including the Guardian, gain +1 attack and +1 magic resistance for each green. So he just gained 2, which I think means he's on 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah! Ah! The worst. The worst. He's out of scope, folks. 1 point out. Can I do anything about that 1 point? Do you know what the clincher for me is? This ability here. This ability here. Destroy. When I go to the dungeon, destroy a iron ration to gain a legendary ally hawk from the box and add it to your hand. There's only 2 ally hawks. Why can't you? Oh, they're all gone. I'm going to add a different ally instead. I'm just going to double check this, folks. So apologies while I take a pause. And we're back. Okay, yeah, I mean, there's nothing, certainly nothing in the rules about it. It's confuddling and frustrating that there are only 2 hawks. I have that ability. That would enable me to have 2 extra magic points to be able to throw at Carnimal and mean I can attack him. Without that, I can't attack him. There's no 2 ways about it, which is incredibly frustrating. What to say? What to say? I guess it is what it is, folks. I guess it is what it is. Okay, so we can't take on Carnival. We can't take on level 3s. We only have 1 monster we have to defeat. Let's have a look at the chits and see, would we have lost the game on the basis that we'd have lost 1 building. So we've got the market. So no, that was that. So we've got, if the market or guild's quarter, and it's the market. So yeah, so we would have lost the market. So by the standard rules of, if you lose 1 location, you've lost the game, that would be it. It's just stunning. And again, it just shows you the difference of having that magical damage. I mean, that impacted us, I think, a number of times. Those Guardian keys definitely come into their own. Okay, so we can't do anything in terms of the bad guy down here. Carnival, our main Guardian. We cannot take on the level 3 guys. We could take on level 2. So let's have a look. So yeah, we'll go for a troll Murnish humanoid. So let's come back to all over the place. Here we go. Okay, so this is what we are fighting against over here. So 7 hit points. She is getting no bonus from the area. Has a light requirement, nothing else, which we have. And only 7 hit points, which we absolutely waste. Destroy the top card of a random weapon stack in the marketplace. Yeah, whatever. Null and void. Okay, so we are going to get an Iron Ration. We're going to get a treasure card. Let's have a look what that treasure card is. Oh, it's a hero. 2 points damage with 6 skill. The Guardsman. Dwarf fighter hero in the dungeon. If wielding a weapon, draw an extra card. Nice. Very tasty. Going to get 3 experience not boosted by the room. So let's go ahead and get that. And we'll take 2 wounds. We have a shield that will reduce that by 1. So we will take 1 wound instead. Which means we're down to 5 cards next turn. But that's fine. We've got plenty of static. We will have to sack our rat. And that's done. Okay. There we go. Oh, we got a key. It's the blue key. We found a key. Wow. Our first key. Okay. So let's have a look. So if you were playing the non-barricades mode, this is what the benefits would be. Let's have a look. Yeah, so if you found the key as a hero, then once found, when you go to the dungeon, discard 1 card to draw a card. So that's quite tasty. Get a bit of rotation going. If the Guardian finds the key, however, all monsters gain the following: before battle, randomly discard 1 card. So yeah, that could be quite nasty in the hands of the Guardian if you're playing in that mode. In our case, doesn't apply in barricade mode, so it's just a blue key. That's it. Nothing more. Okay, so and again, I don't know what colours. These are all being completely randomised in terms of what keys are in what decks. So it'd be different keys, different decks. That's the first key I found. So what else? I've got 3 experience, which means I can't enact my skill. But I can use my Rogues Training Guild to spend that 3 experience to level up my Primelda to a level 2 Primelda, which we will do because level 2 is better than level 1, of course. Everything else gets shuffled back in. Still got a pesky dagger. I do lose one of my sprites. The other one I spent a lantern to give static to. So that is that done. And we are back to round 10. And we drew 2 chits and we defeated a level 1 monster easily. So that was fine. Okay, so we're drawing 5 cards. 1, 2, 3. Four, 5. See what we get. We've got our level 2 Strin. We've got our Arc of Creation, Righteous Blast, Flame Spirit comes straight back out. Nice. And we have Jobber. So let's just remind ourselves of the Arc of Creation treasure item. So that gives us elemental magic item, village or dungeon, discard another elemental card to draw 2 cards. That's how that works. So great if you've got lots of elemental stuff. We have got the elemental allies, although I'm not sure I'd want to necessarily discard them. 2 cards discarded to draw 4, perhaps, maybe that's worth it. I did spend that XP. That is gone. Okay. Righteous Blast. I have a cleric. It is a level 2 cleric, so that's doing 2 points of damage. There's a spell, so that's nice. Spells, if one with an extra 2 attack, then may level up a cleric. This is irrelevant. We have Jobber. Not a lot is the answer. Okay. I think I've got a bit of bloat going on in my deck, if I'm completely honest, but let's have a look and see what we have. I can't go to the marketplace now because the marketplace has been destroyed, so I can't draw an extra card. I can go and buy an iron ration. How much gold have I got? 2, 4, 5. That's it. Not much cop is the answer. Yeah. Not a lot going down, folks. Let's go to the bazaar, I guess. We'll go to the bazaar. Because I'm in the village, I get to heal 1. In the bazaar, I can purchase an ration. Yeah, I'll buy. Oh no, I'm going to buy a lantern on the basis I can give that lantern a static. Pass it to my flame sprite. Let's see what dice we get this turn. 4 dice. Hopefully lots of draw cards and trophies. Let's have a look, shall we? Not a 1. Okay, so we've got 2 monsters that we need to defeat. So a level 2 monster. We have then got the purple and green. So the green, all monsters do your battle this turn get an extra +1 physical and magic resistance for each green. Thanks for that. And then purple, unless you have a divine elemental or magic, add 2 monsters. So purple's null. Okay, so we've got the level 2 monster is what we need to defeat minimum. Ideally you'd be down here, but it's just not going to happen, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, 6, 7 points of damage. Forget it. It's rubbish. Flipping heck. Just not getting. Okay, let's go to the dungeon. Let's start discarding stuff and see what we get. So let's enact right, I'm going to discard my flame sprite on the back of the Arc of Creation to draw 2 cards. Let's do that first of all. Ooh, bangarang. That's certainly a tasty difference with static. And, oh, another bangarang. No one to flipping use it. That was not what I wanted. Yeah, he's only got... Annoying, that is, for sure. Okay. So that's this one's ability. Discard the top 2 cards from your deck. +2 for each item or weapon discarded. No. And... no. Okay. And then we're going to go to discard 2 cards from the top of your deck. Draw allies discarded in this way. No. And no. That is as much as I can do. So we ended up with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage. So we can take out level 2. We can take out a level 2. Doesn't really help. I mean, level 2 is what we need in terms of the baddies. But he's going to get a +1 because of the green. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which means I can't attack him because he's got 8. The other one requires all magic, so I can't even do a flipping level 2 baddie. Flippin' heck. Really isn't helping, folks. Really isn't helping. Okay, let's have a look at the dungeon. So over here, we've got this one we potentially take on with 8 hit points, but because he gets that +1, it means I can't do him. The other guy's also got 8, and that's all magic, which I can't do. So then we're down to level 1 over here. +1 for each guardian key found. Would make it 8. I take 2 wounds. I should take less flipping wounds from a level 2 monster. Darn it. Oh, that's so infuriating. So infuriating. Yeah, I mean, there's a bit of a weird one going on here where you've got this elemental that has a skill. Is he adding skill? Is he? How does that work? Oh, I suppose no. Actually, yeah, I could give Jobber over here and arm this guy. Ah, here we go, and he can have 2 bangerangs. There you go. That works because he now has 7 and only 6. That works. Okay, there we go. So that means we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage. Okay, that's doable. We can come down here and do this one. Let's do that. Yeah, and then if I team that, I'm not entirely sure how it all works, but yeah, if I team that up with that, then it gives the extra skill required to at least retain one of those Batarangs for next turn. So let's have a look at what we've got. So this is who we are defeating as a level 2 beastie. We get an iron ration from the location. He gives us an iron ration as well. We'll take that. We get 4 experience. Definitely in need of. And we get 1 wound. I can't protect against the wound. So it is what it is. I'll take a wound. That's fine. Okay. Now with that 4 experience, I can level up. I think he definitely deserves it. Yeah, I think he did a stellar job in defending us there. And we did the 2 monsters that were required. So null ill effects, but we're now rolling 5 dice until we get down and defeat the baddie. So let us go back to here. So that's discarded. We can use, well, Jobber or that. Spores is irrelevant. That's all gone. Oops. Yeah, so it cost me 4 experience to level him up to a level 3. Which will do. So he now has 2 points native. Discard 3 cards +2 for each weapon or item discarded. Okay. So we are on round 11. Drawing 5. Okay, pesky flipping dagger, a rat, Thunderstone staff, which we'll get to draw an extra thingy, and a reaper. So this dude can arm both the reaper and the dagger as my treasure dwarf. If wielding a weapon, draw a card. Yeah, well, in fact, he may as well be armed, equipped by him, and armed with that instead of that. Okay. So, currently, I'm stood with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage is what I'm swinging. What's it worth doing? Anything? Gold. I have 2, 3, 4 gold. Nothing. Honestly, folks, frustrating is the answer. I will buy another lantern in order to feed my flame spirit and heal a wound. And we go off to the dungeon. So, I will draw a card. The shield, useless. Thanks for that. He's armed, I get to draw another card. Hey, it's a Primella. So she can be armed with the shield. And it means my rat gets an extra 1 and my hawks get an extra 1 each as well. So now I'm delivering a much more healthy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage. Much healthier. Okay. Let's go and do ally discard. Oh, it's an ally. Beautiful. 4 magic. Love it. But not the Thunderstone staff. And I can discard an iron ration to get another rat. Of course, will do. So 2 rats. Nice. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points. Definitely coming down for Carnival now. Well, before I do that, let's roll some flipping dice and see what what Carnival says about that, shall we? Ooh, 4 monsters. Okay. I've got to do Carnival. There's no choice. I've got a chit straight off and a wound straight off. Okay, the wound's nice and easy to deal with. So that's good. Oh, I've got to roll an extra dice. Sorry. Oh, it's a flipping green. +1 magic and attack. Okay, so let's have a look and see what Carnival has, shall we? So currently he's standing at 12. -1 armor for each elemental or magic card you have. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, surprisingly enough, he's not elemental or magic. The Huma. Okay. So elemental or magic, that's just a basic item. Ooh. That's magic. Okay, that's elemental. That's 2. 2, 3. Okay, 3 of. So he's down to 9. So down to 9, and then magic resistance for each non-elemental or non-magic item or weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So +4 magic resistance, which nullifies that. That's fine. And then +1 extra for the green die. Okay, so that was 4, 5, 6. Add 9 is 15 is what we need. 15. And I think we had 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yes. So we have what we need. Whew. Gosh, flipping heck, folks. Right. We have what we need. We can attack. We can deal 1 wound to Carnival. We do get, in result, 2 festering wounds. The shield protects us from 1. So we get 1 festering wound, which will go into our deck. And we get 9 experience. Beautiful. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. 9 experience. Definitely like that. And we get kicked back out of the dungeon. So that's it. Okay. We did have loads of light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We come down there like a proper flipping beacon. Right, let's upgrade Primelda to level 2. And that will cost me 3 XP. Not that we'll likely see her, but there you go. And we will spend 6 XP to get this final rank. Hopefully the final rank, we'll see. I spent my lantern to retain my flame sprite. Everything else gets discarded. Yeah, and I didn't get the extra boost on skill to retain the bangarang. These guys disappear. Okay. And we are on round 12. We need to do 1 more point of damage. Carnival is defeated. That was a tasty round. 3. We need to draw 2 more. But the deck is quite a size. Definitely is quite a size of cards in here. 3, 4, 5. Let's have a look and see what we've got. So we get a rat. We've got a Strin. We've got a Bree. We've got a Shield and a Reaper. That's not very good. Okay. So at the moment, we're doing next to nothing. Not great. And we're rolling 5 dice. Okay, 2 monsters at least. There's a chit out the bag. Let's do that. Marketplace. No, that's already destroyed. The temple. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go to the village. Where am I? I'm over here. I'm going to go somewhere in the village. Not entirely sure where. Certainly haven't got a lot of anything at the moment. So I've got 5 gold. Yeah, like I say, I would go to the marketplace, but that's destroyed. That would enable me to heal 1 wound. Right. Dungeon. Flippin' heck. Oh. Okay, so this might be another dead round, unfortunately. Well, I can arm him with that for 2 points, but it's still negligible, unfortunately. I can re-roll one of these. Let's have a look at what Carnival's throwing at us. So +1, you may place 1 item card, otherwise add a chit. And then red was that one. Then purple, unless you have divine, elemental, or magic card, add 2 monsters. I have elemental, thankfully. That was a moment of concern there. Right, I'm going to go to the bazaar and buy a lantern in order I can feed it to my flame sprite. I'm not going to get down to defeat him. That's absolutely for certain, not without the ability to draw more cards. That is not going to happen. It's just frustrating, is what it is, folks. It's frustrating, but there we go. Right, so let's draw 4. We're going to go to the dungeon, and we're going to draw 4 off the top and see what, if any, allies we get. So let's go to here. So, nope, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. No allies. And then with Strin, I'm going to discard 1 card. If it's an item, he gets +1. It is an item, so he gets +1. So he's worth 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage. 8 points of damage. Rubbish. 8 points of damage. There's no greens over there. I could destroy a level 2. Let's do the chit from the bag. Arcane Wonders. Okay. Do I want to re-roll one of these? Well, we've done the chit. I need to get 2 monsters. Purple is null. Let's re-roll. Not really. It was red, wasn't it? Otherwise, we've got to add another chit. Am I going to defeat him before the guild quarters are gone? The village dies is the question. Yeah, certainly not going to get down to him this round. Let's go down to a level 2 beastie. I think is where we're at. So he's worth 8 points. Destroy the top card of a random hero stack, whatever. Will get me 5 XP and an iron ration. Will cause a festering wound. I can't equip the weapon and shield, unfortunately. 5, 6. Yeah, I can't do it. And I need the weapon to get the 8. Frustrating. Okay, that's fine. That's what it is. Right. So let's grab another iron ration. Going to get 5 experience. And we're going to take another festering wound. Boo. Otherwise, we did everything else. This will go. These would stay. That's spent. Keep that. And everything else is gone. Okay, and that is defeated. And in its place, we find a big key. A troll de Zoc. Okay, so back to our hero board. We cleared the decks. Got 1 wound. We are on round 13. We're drawing 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully this is it, folks. Come on now. Come on now. Okay, Thunderstone gives us an extra card. Loads of light. We have a flaming ally. We have a level 2 Promella. We have a flame sprite and a rat. Nice. Okay, this could be it now, folks. This could hopefully be it. We can arm her with a shield. And we've got another flame sprite. So again, we're going to go back to the bazaar. We're not going to heal a wound. We're going to buy another lantern. In fact, 4. Yeah, I think you can only buy 1 item anyway. So I'll buy a lantern in order to retain that. So what do we have then? So currently we have 2, 3, 4, 8, another 8, another 4 is 12, and 13. 13 points of damage. So could possibly attack Carnimal this turn. But first we have to roll the dices and see what Carnimal is doing about it. Hey, oh, 2 trophies, beautiful. So we've got 1 trophy, which means we can give an ally the static ability, which is beautiful. So we're definitely going to retain that. And I get to remove a monster from the pool. And then with the other trophy, I can do the same. Fantastic. And remove another monster from the pool. So the only thing we're left with is the purple. So the purple says, unless you have a divine or elemental card, magic card, add 2 monsters. I have those. So I have the flame sprite, which are elemental. So we've got nothing coming from Carnival, which is amazing. So yeah, I think we are definitely quids in now, folks, to be able to finally put an end to Carnival's reign. Let us go to the dungeon, and with Thunderstone Staff we get to draw an extra card. It is another rat. Brilliant. We'll get to destroy an iron ration for a raccoon. So that's another 3 points of damage we're swinging. And let's discard 4 to see if we get any more allies. Oh, Jobber, that's an ally. Very tasty. We've got a spell, so that's 2. Arcane Arc, 3, out of weapons, 4. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of damage we are swinging. Let's go and do the math, maybe for one last time. So Carnival has 8 hit points with 4 shield, -1 shield for each elemental or magic card that we have. So let's go and have a look. Elemental and magic. We have 2 elementals, so that's -2 shield. We have a magic items -3 shield. Okay, so -3. -3, that's not bad. There's nothing else there, so that's fine. So -3 shield. I can be wizard and not magic. Anyway, so -3 shield, so he's down to 9 hit points. Okay, so let's have a look at +1 magic resistance for each non-elemental or non-magic item or weapon. Do you know what? I'm just going to put that's 4 and that's 5. There you go. That's 9 hit points is what we're currently looking at. I'd have to keep it in my flipping head then. Right. Each non-elemental, non-magic item or weapon. Let's go and have a look then. So the shield is an item that is not magic. Item or weapon, that is it. It is only that one item. So he gets +1 magic resistance, which absolutely gets obliterated. So he is on 10, and I think we were doing 15, I think it was. We absolutely trash him. So that is 2 hit points of damage. That is what is required to defeat him in Barricades Mode. That is it. So definitely the roll of that last dice made a massive difference. Absolutely worked in our favour. But yeah, no, great fun as always. I really like the interaction with the allies and the Primeldra and the Beastmaster and drawing those. Yeah, the deck bloat is definitely something that need a way to be able to manage that. I don't know if yeah, I wonder maybe if the marketplace had an ability to maybe be able to destroy a card. You know, that dagger definitely did get infuriating, but there was no point me buying something else to place that dagger and just end up with something else clogging the deck. Yeah, I think if there was something else, another way, an option to be able to destroy an item, I think that would definitely be beneficial, even if you had no other perks of being able to just to get it out the hand. But no, otherwise, very, very enjoyable. Really like that. Plays really well. Liked the challenge of the Carnival's extra dice rolls, who suddenly starts boosting things and you have to start sacrificing stuff from your hand. Yeah, you can kind of really see, you get that sense of that the nature kind of taking hold and fighting against you, etc. But yeah, no, great fun. As always, really enjoyed my playthrough. Nice to be able to win. Took a little bit longer than expected, anticipated. But yeah, and that was very much down to the card pool that was coming. But that is it, folks. That is the third and final adventure that comes in Nature's Wrath. You get an idea of how the Beastmaster, get a solid idea now in those last couple of games. The other games, I think I forgot on a common basis to do the dungeon, drawing the extra cards and going through the deck, pulling those allies out. Hopefully you got a sense there in that third and final game. I remembered to do it. You got a sense of what that actually looks like, what that brings as you're filling your deck with those allies and being able to pull them back out. Having that magic item, that treasure item, sorry, that was an ally, that was a really nice little bonus. But no, great fun. Otherwise, that is it, folks. So hopefully you've enjoyed and join me for these playthroughs. Enjoyed watching. Let me know if there's any of the specific quests that you would like to see. So I think this is quest number 12 now. We've got a couple of the more newer quests as well. So we've got quest 13, 14 and 15 were the last ones that were just delivered. The 14 and 15 looked one of them looked quite different, with on the sea and had a bit of a boat interaction going on. So really interested to see what that brings as a difference and a change to the gameplay. But again, if there's other specific past quests that you'd like to see recording of, I've done a couple of them with the darkness, etc., when they came out. But if there's something specific you'd like to see, then please let me know. There is, of course, Epic Mode, which I haven't played, but I have ordered cards for. If you'd like to see what that looks like as a playthrough, again, leave a comment below. Let me know if that is something you're interested in. Let me know as well how the new camera angles are working. I've still got a little bit of glare. I'm doing what I can with the lights, so apologies. Unfortunately, they're all fixed positions, so I don't have an option to kind of angle them and anything like that. So I'm doing the best I can with those. Hopefully, it's not too distracting or detrimental to the gameplay. Hopefully, you still get a good sense of what this looks like on the table and how it plays. It absolutely is a table hog, as you can see. If you can imagine trying to play this with 6 players, how much room they would need with their hero board and their cards. But it does work really, really well. I have played this certainly with 5 players, and it works really, really well. That cooperative mode that's incorporated into Barricades, being able to share those items and heroes and collaborate and work together and go to different areas of the dungeon, defeating more of those monsters. Obviously, you've got much more dice rolls. You get to the end of the game, you're running 5 dice per player that's in this game. It really does ramp things up. Quite incredible to see it in action with that cooperative play and those extra dice rolls coming to play. But otherwise, fantastic fun. Absolutely love this. Is my, as I said before, my go-to deck builder. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Let me know if there's anything more specific you'd like to see. Otherwise, that's it, folks. I'm starting to repeat myself, so I'll call it quits there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and I hopefully see you back at the table soon. If you like this, please hit like. If you want to see more and encourage me, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you back at the table soon. Thanks for watching.